Your passion won't automatically pay the bills, but knowing how to monetize it will. Everybody wants to make money in 2026. Me, my homegirls, and honestly, everyone. We have been having very serious conversations about extra streams of income lately. The economy is economing, and we're all just trying to outsmart it. So today, as my first video of the year, I want to discuss how to monetize your passions. This will be one sure way to get extra income this year. So if you've ever thought, oh, I love doing this thing, or I have this passion, I have this skill, but I don't know how I can make money from it, this video is for you. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Princess Akari, and this channel is all about helping you become the best version of yourself. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So, how to monetize your passions? First things first, let's lay some good foundation. Stop trying to sell the passion in itself, sell the outcome instead. So I'm speaking to people who may have tried, in the past to sell the passion like straight on and they failed. Try the outcome instead. So people pay you because your passion or your skill creates an outcome that they care about. If you love writing, people won't pay you to read your writing just because you love to string words together. No, they are paying you because of how your writing makes them feel. They are paying you for the knowledge that they get. They are paying you for the thrill, the escape, the comfort, the inspiration, or even just something to read when they are bored or have a few minutes to themselves. The same thing applies to everything else. If you love organizing things, for example, you're helping people save time and money. You're taking stress off their plate so that they can focus on other things. Focus on that outcome. If you love teaching, you're helping people or you're helping someone understand something faster, better. You're helping them feel confident in something. You're helping them avoid mistakes that you may have already made. Focus on that. So now, when you think of selling your passion, start thinking about what you want people to experience because of something that you have that you can share, because of that skill, because of that passion. So you say, oh, I want to help people save time and save money because of this skill I have. I want to make complex things feel simple and less intimidating. So this will guide your marketing strategy, your selling strategy, and your messaging and all of that. Anyway, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's move to the next thing. You need to turn what you already do casually into something structured. A lot of passions already show up in your life. You're just doing them informally. You're the friend that everyone asks for advice. You're the one that everyone brings their CV to review. You're the one that always plans stuff. You're always organizing trips, budgets, routines, everything. It feels casual to you now because that's just the way it is to you. But when you add some structure to that thing that you're already doing, monetization will come in. So that could look like different things. The first one would be maybe turning free advice sessions into 60-minute paid sessions using scheduling apps. Maybe you have a lot of experience, or you're an expert at something, or you just know how to use a tool very well, or you have domain knowledge in a niche industry, Whatever it is, you can turn it into a paid gig if you add structure. Another example of adding structure would be turning explanations you do for people every day into a simple paid guide or template that you can always forward to them. Example, you always get your visa applications approved and you keep explaining to people every single day, how you can put your applications together and all of that. You say almost the same thing to different people almost every day. Add structure to it. Make it a guide. Put a price on it. Another example will be someone who always gets the question of, oh, how do I transition to your career and all of that? You've advised like 50 to 100 people now. Put those resources together, put those links together. It's time that you write a guide or a short ebook or something and put a price on it. So I just want to give a bonus point here. Your passion or your skill is never one dimensional. It's usually, it usually has multiple angles, and each angle can open up a different way to earn. Take singing, for example. You don't have to choose just one path. You could perform at gigs, you could coach other singers, you could create short singing videos as content for social media earnings. You could work as a backup singer for an artist. You could do voiceovers, singing ads for radio, for TV, or even package what you know about singing into a simple guide or a course. That same skill just expressed in different ways. Another example is someone who does beaded bags or crochet items, or someone who knows how to braid hair, or how to style hair. Have you ever thought about creating classes for beginners? Have you created any master classes for people who have the skill but are still growing, and those people need guidance? Have you thought about creating guides or short ebooks on everything you know about that particular business? It's very important. The point is, your passion or your skill can be stretched, it can be reshaped, it can be applied across different platforms, audiences, and income streams. So now let's move on to the next point. Monetize access. You don't always need to create new products or services to earn money. No. Sometimes people will pay for access alone. Access in this sense could be one, access to a paid private community of people with similar or the same talents, the same skills, goals, and passions. So you don't necessarily have to create endless content. If the community is well structured and well moderated, the conversations, shared experiences, and peer learning, they become valuable. So people will pay for belonging, networking, shared learning, accountability. People pay for running clubs without batting an eyelid. Most running clubs started with one or a few runners coming together to keep themselves accountable. Also, human beings love exclusivity. So if you have a particular skill or passion and you're in a specific niche, creating a paid private community should be on your radar in 2026. Number two, access could also be access to you. Sometimes people aren't paying for a course or a product, they are paying for your time, your perspective, your mentorship, your coaching, your guidance, and so on. People pay for access to, learn the lessons that you've already learned. They pay for access to learn the mistakes that you can help them avoid, context that you've already built over time. So you can have a paid monthly group call, one-on-one sessions, ask me anything sessions. Let's say you announce a webinar and the registration is £5, or you announce some free slots on your calendar for check-ins or AMAs for £30 per 30 minutes, or whatever, to be honest. The aim here is you're not creating something new. You are just creating access to you based on knowledge you already have. Number three, the third type of access is access to personal recommendations, products, resources, items, literally anything you've used in your space or things that you are passionate about. You can monetize your recommendations by getting commissions. Since you are in that space, reach out to the service or product provider and pitch to them, showing them that you align with their product or service in some way. So get the product, get the service, use it, and then recommend it on your platforms. If you already have some sort of authority or personal brand in this space, you make a lot of money from this. Still using the example of that person who is in a running club or passionate about running, they can recommend running shoes, they can recommend clothing for running and make commissions on the sales. Yeah. Now we need to talk about where and how you will sell this thing, because having a great idea that nobody can find or pay for doesn't help anyone. You need to choose platforms to sell your passion. The first thing to understand here is that different things sell better on different platforms. So there is no one size fits all platform. Your job is to be somewhere that makes sense for what you're offering and for the people that you want to reach. Your job is not to be everywhere. Yeah, I said it. So before you choose a platform or platforms, you need to do your research. You need to know where the people who need this thing or this service already spend their time. How do they prefer to learn? How do they prefer to buy, and so on? And then for the actual platform that you want to sell this thing on, at the very minimum, you need a place where people can understand what you offer, trust you, pay you, contact you. So it can be a simple website, landing page, it doesn't have to be fancy. One page is fine. It should contain what you do, who your product is for, the problem it solves, and how to get started. You can also choose one main social media platform if you're selling on social media, and then commit to it while having other social media platforms as complementary. So you use this platform to share your thinking, show how you're solving problems, show the value of what you're selling, and then build familiarity over time. For accepting payments, because of course you need money, always do your research. Preferred payment methods, supported currencies, payout timelines, if applicable, and then country restrictions. You don't want to build momentum only to find out that some of your customers can't successfully pay. Now, moving on to our last point for today, you have to test, you have to learn, you have to adjust. Everything we have spoken about today, especially at the beginning stages of trying to sell, You need to test, learn, and adjust. Pay attention to what people ask questions about, in that field or in that niche, what they like, what they're willing to pay for versus what they ignore. That feedback helps you refine your message, your pricing, or even your platform choice. So, just a recap of everything that we have learned today: lead with the outcomes, put some structure to your current passion or skill to decide how you want to monetize. Think of assets as a monetization strategy. Choose a platform, test, learn, and adjust. Guys, don't say I didn't do anything for you in 2026. Please go and make money and let me know how it goes. If this video helped you, please like it, share it with someone who's been sitting on an idea, and don't forget to subscribe for more conversations. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching to the end. Take care and bye.